my dear Leo, this is a reading about what the person most on your mind would want to happen between you two, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. And today I'm reading in the order of the signs that showed most appreciation to my channel in March by liking, commenting, subscribing, becoming members, donating, and watching the ads, helping me to free up time to put content on this channel. If it was not for your support, there would simply be no channel, so thank you so much, Leo. This reading will be for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising Sign, and Venus, Vedic or Tropical. And for Leo, this will be about a reading about what the person most on your mind would want to happen between you two. Can often be a conflict between head and heart, and this will be revealed here, together with the most likely action they will take when it comes to you and your relationship. I will also reveal what they would tell you if they dared to tell the truth to your face with the brutally honest oracle cards. And for a cross-watcher, this reading will most likely be about where the Leo person's thoughts and feelings are at. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. And I usually read for the empath side of the story. Also remember that the other person holds your shadow that you mirror out to the world so you can be able to see it. In the end, you need to use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this general reading for you. And I will use the THELEMA tarot for the readings part, and I will start shuffling your cards. So, when I open your deck here, I see Three of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. So, it seems like this person is working towards creating a new beginning of sorts. Okay, so I call the Divine with Love and Light. And here we have the Magician with the Ace of Pentacles. So, this is something that they really, really want. It might be that they are putting a lot of effort into a career or a dream, or that they really, really want a relationship or a progress in the relationship together with you. So I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world, and here we have a relationship, Four of Wands, bonds that binded between people, and we have also peace doves there. So I'm thinking this person is planning for or working towards stable relationship with you, and wants to communicate, maybe even apologies here. Okay, so, or peace, some kind of peace and love. So I call the six elements, and here we have the High Priestess with the Magician. So it might be that this is a secret for now. It's not something that they would want to reveal for now. They might be insecure with you. Maybe you wouldn't let them in to your paradise garden or share your fruits there with them. So they need to plan this carefully to not kind of screw this up. Okay, so six elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Leo viewers. So, I would want my dear Leos to have love in their life. Star card and Ace of Pentacles. So they feel divinely guided towards this new beginning with you, most possibly. Okay. And I want you to have, find yourself in loving relationship, and I want you to have creative success. The High Priestess. So the matter is, they might think you are too valuable or too more valuable than them, or very hard to approach, or very secretive. But it's probably just their own shadow. I'm feeling they are secretive too, but maybe there has been a lot of blocks between you two, where people haven't really told the truth, and therefore there's a little bit of confusion here. Okay, so I will just tune in for a few seconds to you and the person most on your mind. What do they want what are they thinking about what they want to happen between you two? What are they feeling that they would want to have happen between you two? And what's the most likely action they will take when it comes to you and your relationship? So this is the most likely action they will take. This is where their feelings are at, what they emotionally would want to have happen, and this is their thoughts of what they would want to have happen. And we have the Temperance card, so it means that they are very attracted towards you, and it probably has to do with their destiny and spiritual path. It's a bigger meaning to why you met is what they are thinking here. And the 8 of Wands, 4 of Wands, 9 of Wands. So there has been a lot of sadness in this situation, and it might be that they have tried to look tough or refused to communicate with you, but really they have been sitting outside your door for a very, very long time, and they would very much like to come into contact with you or communicate with you. Okay. And this is their feelings for you, and we have a 10 of Cups here, so it's the highest card for love in the minor arcana, but we also have a 10 of Wands and King of Wands and the Empress here, 2 of Swords. Well, they probably have done things in the past, or there has been miscommunication in the past, or no communication in the past, due to I don't want to say ill will, but it's some sneaky behavior here that has been going on. And I'm feeling that the person really has a lot of love for you, but they also want to have the love that you give. And I don't know, maybe the person thinks that they need to act in a certain way to be respected or to be worthy of your love, because this is a person trying to be a hero here, kind of oppressing their real feelings and maybe acting in some kind of way. I'm thinking this is the same person here doing this heavy lifting, and it's very heavy lifting to keep track of maybe lies or miscommunication, purposefully miscommunicating as well, but it's not it's really not ill will. It has more to do with this, how we want to be viewed, how we want other people to see us. So this person might have suffocated a lot of their true feelings because they wanted to look in a certain kind of way, if that makes sense. So this is what they are kind of processing right now, the thing that happened in the past and what was bad with these things that happened in the past, and how can they do better but without losing the things that make you respect them. So that's basically what I'm feeling. So there's probably a little bit like this person is trying to show you a certain facade, and you probably love the person behind the facade, but the person doesn't know this. Okay, so they try to keep the facade so you will continue loving them, but I think you love them. If you love them, you love them despite the facade. Okay, so this is the most likely action, and we see a little bit of action here, but it's a little bit worrying, but it's also very, very good cards. I'm seeing like a person having a hard time to be vulnerable, because this, you need to compete, you need to look in a certain way. You don't want to come off as like a googly eye, love-strucken fool, is what this person is kind of saying to me. 5 Hierophant and 5 of Wands. The person wants to look like they have, you know, they are worthy of your respect. This is the Hierophant that matches the High Priestess that we saw. They want to be in your league, so they don't want to come off as some half as like some over-emotional crybaby. Okay, I don't think they are an over-emotional crybaby. They have just they label certain traits inside of them as good and bad, and their emotions doesn't seem to be high on their list of what they like with themselves. So they would rather look tough and responsible in front of you. And it might be that they feel like they are the one holding all the love and you are acting all tough. But it seems like they would want to take more responsibility in the relationship and maybe show more growth and more maturity. So what's on their mind? What would they want to have happen between you two? And we have the mysterious high priestess here and the temperance card. So your mystique is probably making you even more attractive to this person. And maybe you have hold off communication and there has been some blocks. Maybe due to you wanting more respect overall. Okay, high priestess. And then we have the queen of swords. High priestess. Okay, you might be dealing with like a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or an air sign. This is Libra. And we can see both these people are kind of looking at their different direction. Neither wants to acknowledge the other person's presence, but we know what's really going on with this. Like both these people are very attracted to each other, but they pretend like they are not. So very sweet. And the next card here is the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. I think this person, as I said, they are more emotional than how they want to come off. I think they might have acted a little bit cold towards you in the relationship. So now you don't see any use in showing emotions towards them. Even if the high priestess, she is almost all emotions, but she is the master of her own emotions. So she doesn't have to be ruled by them. This person, however, is probably on a surface a rather cold and level-headed person, but inside they feel a lot of pain. I am hearing some song here. Can it be My Immortal? It's just a melody. My Immortal. I don't hear the words, I just hear the song. So I will put the song in the description box. If it's My Immortal or something similar to that, I will probably hear it better when I close down the reading. The song will come again and remind me, hopefully. So I'm seeing this person having problem with their feminine side. There's only females here. They don't like their own emotions, but they recognize themselves to be a highly sensitive or over-emotional person. And this is what they have been trying to hide from you. Okay. And they might feel, even if this is a masculine person, they might feel very feminine in one way or the other, that they have a feminine side to them, which they don't know how to handle. And here we have the devil. So yes, definitely this feminine side to them is their shadow. It's the side to them that they don't want to acknowledge. They don't want to admit to having any vulnerability, any feelings. They want to be strict and precise and logic. So they don't really like this part of them, but I think it's a lovely part of them. But this person, for some reason, they have been taught that emotions and vulnerability and girly stuff, it's totally wrong. You should never deal with those things. So it has become a shadow with this person. So they don't want to admit to having any of these more tender sides to them. Okay, the devil. And then we have the Seven of Wands. So even if this person is super attracted towards you, they are fighting both you and their own shadow, if that makes sense. They are, by denying you or showing you the love that they feel or the attraction that they feel, they also in the same time is denying and repressing their own feminine side, is what I'm seeing here. And we have 14 here, the alchemist, and 15, the devil, with the Seven of Wands, which is March in Leo. I'm thinking this complex story here, because the person has certain ideas. This is what's on their mind, and they have certain ideas that if they look cool, it's more likely that they will have access to you. And but the truth is, this is Leo and Mars, you are saying no. As long as you come as the devil, you won't have access to me. And so they think that this was the key, but when they use this kind of personality, this was what they got from you. You both turned the back towards each other, and you said, I need someone that can respect me more. And because there was some cold issues here, I'm feeling like when I'm holding this, I'm almost freezing. Yes, I have opened the window. So if you see any happening with my curtains, it's not ghosts, it's the wind. Okay, so that thing happened. I think this is you being on the same level now. It has leveled out because one person took a certain step to balance imbalances. So for example, if you gave a lot of love before towards a person that acted really cold, you stop doing that to put yourself in a position of self-respect, and the other person tried to ignore you continuously and tried to turn their back towards you, but instead they were faced with their shadow, a lot of emotions. These emotions can come out in a very dramatic way, like a person acting like a big baby or a crybaby or a martyr, or acting really wounded but say, no, don't come and comfort me. There's no use. So you see the energy. But here we have the girlie that's here because she's watching her temple. No one can get in here. And so you don't want this person. They think you don't want them because they are emotional. But you don't want them because they are playing drama games with you. They are acting cold and kind of, I'm feeling like they're projecting their emotions on you and want you to, it kind of might playing your heartstrings a little bit to make you become dramatic. But you say, no, thank you. There's no access to my heartstring whatsoever. So I won't let you play them. And this is a good thing because this will make this person have to stay with their own emotions and figuring out their own shadow side. Let's say that it's a lovers couple and we can see 2 glasses of champagne. We say that it's champagne, okay? And there's like a pipe between those glasses. So when one person suppress the champagne in their glass, like I have no emotions whatsoever, my nose is in the air here, it will spray up in the other person. So this probably happened a lot in your relationship, that they kind of played you to dispose over dramatic feelings, but you didn't want to be a part of that anymore, so you said no thank you. Now the person is still trying to pull your heartstrings in different ways, but since you are saying no, I think they're going to have to deal with their own emotions. If you have blocked like the entrance to your champagne glass, they can press and press down their emotion as much as they want. They will just become like a pressure boiler. It will be full of emotions inside of them that can't get anywhere. So they will eventually maybe blow up like a volcano. I'm thinking this is the inside of a volcano. So they're a little bit irritated, to be truthful with you. And they wish to be able to play your heartstrings, so you will be opening the door for them, but instead you're saying no. That's complicating things. So you know, okay, it's not really complicating things, but for you, for them, it's complicating things, not for you. For you, life becomes more simple. So I'm just reading so you can understand their mind. So don't listen to what they say and take it as advices, okay? So this is on their emotional level, and we have a little page of wands here. Page of wands and the moon. They are rather brave in this situation actually, because since you refuse to open the door here, they actually need to go and check out their own emotion. Page of wands is like the icon for the person that goes inside the enchanted forest and face the adventures and mysteries and dangers inside of there. You can think of, for example, Frodo in the Lord of the Rings movies, going through a lot of hardship and challenges, like this little person, and learning a lot about themselves. This landscape, this dangerous landscape, is really their own inner landscape and the dangers that can be found there. But we see the Page of Wands here and the Moon here. It came in the same position for Aries, but I think it was here. So I think the person has tried to refuse to walk through the valley of death, or the moon, or the land of depression, because it's really that what it is. It's facing your own fears, your own pain. And it has tried to find another way. We'll see where it goes with that. But we have Cancer, Pisces, Cancer, Pisces. So it's dealing with this feminine emotional mystique that's inside of everybody, male or female. And then we have the Sun here, Moon and the Sun. So what's pulling them to actually go through the landscape of the Moon? It's their own soul, like their soul is kind of calling them to go there. Here, you will find me here, I'm here. It's about finding oneself, but it's also the highest card for love in the major arcana, and it's 19, 1 plus 9, 10, and we have the 10 of cups here. So both the highest cards for love comes here. So I'm thinking love is also a big reason to why they will be pulled towards the Moon. And when we go towards the Moon and we find out, so that's what I'm really afraid of, or this is where my pain comes from, we get knowledge. So the shadow becomes light. Shadow becomes light. Okay, the Queen of Cups of their inner emotions will become known to them. They will learn about their own heart, their own emotions, what they like, what they don't like, and their heart will heal. So it's very beautiful. This is a card about holy, becoming healed, holy, holy matrimony. Okay, it's yin and yang really coming together in perfect harmony. But then we have the 7 of Pentacles here, together with 8 of Cups. So it's a very complicated person that you're dealing with. They're going through this, and their soul is kind of dragging them through this, but they still have their pride and their emotions towards you. What I'm feeling is that they probably don't feel particularly loved by you, or like you are not fighting for the relationship. You rather fight them than telling them that, oh, you're so super important and I love you no matter how you behave, and what they would want to hear at this point. So I'm seeing them emotionally, they don't want to come anywhere near you. In their mind, they want to come near you and kind of mess you up a little bit, because that's the shortcut to not having to deal with their own emotions, because then they can spray all their emotions over you. This is not going to be an option, but they are wasting a lot of time, and they are acting a little bit like a martyr or a big child here. So we'll see. So that's on their emotional level. It's allowed to feel like a child or feel all these feelings. Our actions speak louder than what's going on inside a person. So we will check out their actions here. And we have a 4 of Pentacles. So the person being a little bit like a fort, or not letting you in, because they have, these secrets inside their fort, and it's their emotions, which they don't want to expose, in danger of becoming heartbroken, or maybe you would think that they are ridiculous for having these emotions. But so they want like a masculine shell around them to not reveal the inner landscape of a lot of emotions and a lot of pain as well. But then we have the Ace of Pentacles here. So longing for some kind of change or some kind of new beginning. They would wish to stay in this tower here, and probably that you would come to them. You will step out of your temple and come to them. So they didn't have to go through this horror of the moon, or this adventure of the Lord of the Rings kind of thing. And then we have the Queen of Wands here, Queen of Cups. I think they want to be saved by you, is what I'm seeing. I think that they would want to hide here, and they would want you to instigate a new beginning between them, and coming here with your love and your knowledge there. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So they would act like they didn't want this. This is Virgo, Capricorn. So they show stubbornness and pity oh me. Like it's always worse for me. So they can't really put themselves in your shoes at this point. But we saw that before, that they felt, in some way they felt a little bit inferior towards you. They thinking you are the person that have all your things together. It's so much worse for them. What they are feeling is much worse than what you are feeling. What they are being put through is much worse than what you are being put through. And you should really be there aiding them. So this is what they are wanting. They want you to come after them and seek them out. And then you could have this big love here. So emotionally they want to run away from you. I think this person might be a little bit like not covert. I'm looking for another word. Maybe they are more like introvert. So introvert person. So when they get hurt, and this time they got hurt because you were probably like you started to become as cold as them because you wanted to put yourself in a position of self-respect. So when they get hurt, they want to run and hide, and they want people to run after them. And if they can't make them run after them, they will do some kind of trick or game, or kind of make you feel a lot of pain so that you will come to them. You know, the glasses, pressing down their own emotion, hoping that it will spill over to you. For example, self-sabotaging things, or like, oh, I'm really sick now. I have this disease, and not that you care, but so they want you to feel certain things, or they might even try to make you jealous with the devil here. But whatever they're trying, you don't buying it. You say, no, thank you, I've seen it all before. And here they are now in the doorway to this moon landscape, where they could actually find redemption and find themselves, and everything would be glorious. But and there would be a lot of love there, because then they could mature and meet you on a new level, like a more mature level. But unfortunately, they are this introvert. So they rather postpone it to another year, another lifetime. I don't see them really fighting for you, but I can take cards about that. See what they are feeling here. What is this that they are feeling? I'm healing my broken heart. So, as I said, as an introvert, they are going into like a cat that's hurt, running and hiding somewhere, but also like a kid that wants their parent to come and, you know, say that they're sorry, knock on their door, things like this. I'm walking through the dark night of my soul. Well, at least they are invited to do so, but I'm seeing a lot of hesitance. But here they are actually doing so, but in the same time, it's almost like they're walking away from you, or they can't instigate anything with you. They're so preoccupied with feeling this pain, and also they get something out of procrastinating. Maybe like it's a little bit of a revenge, or it's a little bit of pride, or it's a little bit of putting yourself in a safe position to not get hurt. But it's definitely, they are procrastinating there. And then, I never felt safe loving you. I don't think this person feels safe anywhere, because they don't feel safe enough to expose their more vulnerable sides. They only can show you half of them, and that's probably what irritated you here, so that you started to say no to them or exclude them. So they never felt safe loving you, and it's because they can't show their true self, and they can't risk exposing their true self, because they fear that if you would say no to their true self, that would be like, it would kill them. I feel like they are saying it would kill me if they showed their true vulnerability, and you say you would laugh at them or make yourself funny on their expenses or something. So they could never show this vulnerability, and because they never felt safe loving you. They were also scared of hurting you. That's probably have something to do with the backstory to why you grow so cold here. Maybe it was also planned by them to not invite you into their world or their real drama, like the drama that's going on inside of them. Their shadow was happy to displace this drama so that you will feel it instead, but they were not ready to invite you to their drama, like what's going on with them, or how they are hurt, or what problems they had in their life. And it was probably from like a place of honor, that they didn't want to, you know, like smudge you with their personal problems. So they were scared of hurting you, and I don't feel worthy of love. And that's also part of why they are procrastinating and hiding, and they want you to come and chase them here, because then you would prove to them, hopefully over and over, okay, that was what they want. Over and over you would prove to them that even if they run away from you, even if they shunt you away, they put boundaries toward, like walls towards you, you would still see the open door, come through it and save them. So that's how they would be persuaded that they are worthy of love. So we'll see. I will take from the Romance Angels to see here what's the advice here. Are you supposed to run after them and comfort them, or what? Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, and love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So I'm thinking like this: your self-respect has made you more romantically attractive. Maybe it has helped this person to decide that they actually loved you for real. 10 of Cups, 19 the Sun. It's because you loved yourself, and you didn't constantly try to fix the relationship. You rather put effort into fixing yourself. Then we have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. But this person clearly needs to learn to love themselves first. So I don't know how much time this will take, but you have a possibility of like coming into union here with this person. But I feel that you would probably have to chase them down the road. And they are still not loving themselves. So this is what you would get. They would still act like you mean nothing to them, because they don't feel worthy of love. So inside of them, I think a lot of things have happened, but what they are ready to display in the outside world is it's still premature. It's not really grown, or it hasn't come to a place where they are calm and feel worthy and like secure that they could share. I had these problems. This is what I'm dealing with. Take it or leave it. They haven't come to that space just yet. So see what their soul would want to say to you. Freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So it's a clear invitation. Please come and chase me. It's the message there. Okay. Maybe I will take one more. Two more. Transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transform all things. Maybe you could, if you want this person, maybe you can send a lot of prayer their way, and like have envision, go down in meditation, envision having communication with them, talking with them about these difficult things that you already know their weaknesses. and you love them for those, and you would want to share more intimacy with them, and that they could trust you and open up, but you also require certain things to want to be in a relationship with them. And let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Yes, what did I say now? This person was an introvert. So that's also a part, because if they invite you in or they chase you, it's like they're promising you like everything. And this person can't give you everything because they are an introvert. And they need their time for themselves, and they need to be left alone, and they need time to crawl away and heal when whenever they get hurt. So you can't expect them to stick around and be cool if something happened between you two. They might need to, I don't know, go on a hike or walk around the block, or sleeping in a friend's house, or have their own cabin somewhere which they can hide away in. But it seems like a sweet soul. It's just that their more vulnerable introvert sides hasn't been really that welcomed in the world. So they have trouble adapting to living in it, and they're trying to hide certain pieces of themselves that they don't think is acceptable, and that makes their shadow rather big. And they do a lot of things that is probably not conscious, but is a little bit malicious, like making you feel pain when they can't display the pain, when they can't tell you they are hurting. They make you cry, for example. So it's a little bit malicious. But it's just a consequence of their behavior or their wounding. So the behavior is a consequence. We can also note that we have all the queens in this reading: Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, Queen of Coins. And for some people, this is not for everyone. This person, if they can't get you to, squirmish in pain, so you can feel the pain that they are feeling, they might have supply, different. It doesn't have to be girls; it can be boyfriends that they use. They use them because queens have property. Queens come from nature. It's the foundation for economy, like everything that you can own or buy or sell or make something out of something, it has a feminine property. So when you use another person, you use their feminine side, and that's why this person, they don't want to be used, so they don't want to display those feminine sides. So this can be equally a person having a lot of boyfriends as having a lot of girlfriends. It just shows that the person is using the people that's in their surrounding, mostly to not have to feel their own feelings and to avoid them. And there you are crying, good, then I don't have to cry tonight. Great. Okay, I would urge you to watch the reading, their True Thoughts and Feelings for your sign, in the True Thoughts and Feelings playlist. That will probably reveal more about this story.
Jet planes in the night sky with you.
Today, if you can't get enough of my readings on YouTube, you can now become a member to my channel and get access to premium content videos. There are 3 different levels to choose from. You can become a supportive member and get personal and spiritual growth readings for the collective.
Getting high in the sunrise with you.
The second option is to become an extended member, where you get access to the collective readings from the previous level, and you will also be able to see all the channel's astrological tarot readings for all the signs ahead of time and ads free.
Getting through all the bad times with you. I wasn't missing a thing, no I do. And I wish that I could better time machine.
The third option is to become a full member, where you get access to all the perks from the previous levels. And on top of that, you will get short personal readings from me every week. It is very similar to super chat readings, but here you subscribe instead of paying for super chats.
'Cause time moves on, and now you're gone. Oh, if only I could build a time machine, I'd come and get you.
There is a lot of other perks that's available for all levels, as membership loyalty badges, custom emojis, and other special features.
I'd come and get you. I can't forget you. I miss you, I miss you, I miss you all the time. I wish that, I wish that, I wish that.
If you subscribe to my channel, you will be able to see the join button where you can learn more about the membership. You can also follow the link in the description box to check this out. And if you're still not convinced that this is a good option for you, you can become a member just to support my channel and help me keep on doing readings for all the astrological signs. I hope you will join and we will have so much fun together. Thank you for watching this far. I'm sending you all my love and all my gratitude.